Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden What If, whatever you want to call me, back at it with another episode or part 4 of What If Naruto was trained by Master Roshi. Little recap, we just finished the Land of Waves arc, and we are going straight into the tuning exams, so let's just get right into it. So basically, Team 7 is now back in the Leaf Village, and after some rest time, Kakashi calls them to basically meet with them, with him. And so Naruto and Sakura are basically headed over there, and they see the young Konohamaru, which I know we haven't talked about it very much, but I did say most of the like little things will basically go to canon. But so that relationship's still there with him and Naruto, but basically Konohamaru is getting bullied by Kankuro, and Naruto pulls up and he basically just walks up on him and is like, and tells Kankuro to like, yo, like put him down, put Konohamaru down right now. And Kankuro is like or what, kid? And then Naruto kind of just lifts his hand up and just starts charging a ki blast, and Sasuke from the tree throws a rock at him, completely like stunning him, like. And Kankuro's like, dude, what? I didn't even sense that guy. Like, I don't even know, where did he even come from? How is he even there? And Sasuke in his mind is like I just bailed this guy out. This guy was about to get killed. Naruto was about to blow him up. So Naruto kind of puts down his hand and stops like charging that ki blast, and Gaara of the Sand shows up and is like basically yelled at Kankuro, or like gets mad at Kankuro, basically saying like stop being dumb. Like, don't do that. And Kankuro's like standing there like, oh, I'm sorry, Gaara. Like, I'm sorry. And like, and then, just like canon, Tamari's like, ooh, that Sasuke guy, yeah, he's kind of cute. Oh, like all that, all that. And Naruto's kind of like, why are y'all even here? Like, this isn't your village. This is the Leaf Village. And Tamari's like, you guys don't know? Like, it's the tuning exams. And they're like, oh, what? So basically all that happens, they walk away, and Gaara turns around and basically says like he's interested in Sasuke and Naruto and like the power that they hold and stuff, and just like in canon, well, except for like it's both of them. And then they basically meet up with Kakashi, and Kakashi's like, yeah, like I recommended you to enter the tuning exams, and Kakashi's explaining that they can choose not to enter, but just know that if one person doesn't go, that means the rest cannot. And I feel like, let's be honest, this was directed straight at Sakura. Let's be honest, boys. But yeah, but just like in canon, they join, right? And when they enter, like everything else goes to happens. Like Neji confronts them. Neji's like, yo, like what's your name? And Sasuke's like, it's not polite to ask for one's name without saying their own first. And basically that whole like scene where Sasuke goes and tries to kick that one guy, and then Lee just like kind of catches both their like kicks. That happens as well. And then basically like Team 7, they're just leaving. They're like, oh, whatever, like we're just gonna go like get ready for the tuning exams and like get started. Lee out of nowhere is like, my name's Rock Lee. He's like, what's your name? And basically like, I remember you saying like it's not polite to ask for someone's name without giving your own first. And basically he's like, I'm Sasuke Uchiha. And Lee's like, oh, like I want to fight you. So he basically he wants to fight him. And Naruto's kind of like looking at Lee like scoffing about it, like whatever, man, like I don't need to fight this guy. So like Naruto, I feel like in this version, like Naruto being around Master Roshi so much, I feel like Naruto wouldn't be so like into the fact that like, oh, Rock Lee didn't call me out. Like, and I feel like Naruto wouldn't really care as much. So Sasuke's like, all right, like I'm about to like whoop him real quick. So he activates his Sharingan, and then Lee starts whooping him bad, bro. Like, it's not even fair. And I'm even gonna say that he activates his Tsutomu Sharingan during this fight, like out of just sheer like, I'm getting my ass whooped. So he's like, and then he's able to kind of make up more ground, But then Lee kind of like, the same thing as Canon, basically tells him like, you might be able to see my attacks, but your body's not fast enough to react to them. So basically, Lee about to end the fight with the primary Lotus, but then out of nowhere, a talking turtle like makes him stop. Like, and Lee's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then my guy comes over and he's like, Lee, I have to punish you now, Lee. He's like, guys, sensei, I'm sorry. You're right. I must be punished. Yeah, this sounds wrong, but yeah. And then he just gets slapped into the wall. He's like, I understand, guys, sensei. I'm sorry, guys, sensei. And then my guy's basically like, Lee, do 100 laps. And he's like, yes, guys, sensei. And then Lee just books it out of the room. And then my guy basically tells Team 7 like, yeah, I'm stronger than Kakashi. Like that whole thing. And they're like, whoa, like he's stronger than Kakashi? No way he's stronger than Kakashi. Like even with his Sharingan? He's like, they're all thinking about it. And then Naruto's kind of like, Sasuke, you let a guy with a bolt cut beat you up, bro? And Sasuke's like, shut up, Naruto. Like, what are you talking about, man? And he's like, bro, he whooped your ass. And he has a bolt cut and a green jumpsuit. And Naruto's kind of making fun of him. But then they basically walk to the first stage of the tuning exams, which is the written portion, or like the test portion initially, right? So just like in canon, with the 9 questions, they're kind of like everyone's trying to find ways to cheat, and I would say Naruto probably could find a way to cheat in this version. I feel like Naruto would realize like, okay, like I have to actually cheat, and Hinata, like of course, just like in canon, would like want to help Naruto, but I feel like he would find his own way to cheat. Like he would figure it out. And then here comes the 10th question, which the proctor basically explains that the 10th question is optional, but if you choose not to do it, you will fail, and your team has to try next year. So basically, if any of your team members fail that 10th question, they just fail. They have to. Oh no, my bad. If they decide not to do it, they'll automatically fail. So and then the proctor basically tells them like, if you attempt it and you are wrong, then your whole team can never become Chunins. So Naruto, and then everyone's like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, no way they can do that. That's not even fair. And then multiple people actually leave, but a lot do stay. And then Naruto, slowly raising his hand up, goes and then slams it back on the table and goes, I never give up. That's my ninja way. Believe it. And then the proctor basically goes like, all right, everyone that stayed pass. And everyone's like, what? They're like, the answer to the 10th question was not leaving, basically. And so that happened, and then they obviously proceed to the next phase of the exam, which is the Forest of Death. Which I feel like that whole Anko thing that happened initially because of Naruto, like how Anko threw a kunai at Naruto, that's totally what happened still. Naruto hasn't changed that much, so he would do some stupid shit like that. And then Team 7 would enter the Forest of Death with the Earth Scroll. Then just like, and Naruto just like walks out and like is like, oh guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on, I'll be back. So he runs off to go to the bathroom, and then he comes back and like shows up, and Naruto just chucks a kunai at his head, and Naruto's like, oh, like what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. And Sasuke's like, that's not Naruto. Like that's really poor. Like you really suck, don't you? And like Naruto, meanwhile, like the actual Naruto is like just chilling in the trees, and then he's like, how'd you even realize that it was like I was disguised as him? He's like, like, you're horrible. Like, what was that? And he's basically talking about like how the cut on Naruto's face isn't even there. And like, he's like, you weren't even paying attention, right? You weren't even paying attention to where his holster was of the kunai. Like, did you even try? And Sasuke literally proceeds to like beat this dude down. Because you gotta realize, Sasuke is, I would say, a decent bit stronger because of Naruto. like the Naruto, like, you know, their gap in power. Oh. So that basically happens. He beats him down. He barely gets away. The ninja barely gets away. And Naruto is just chilling in a tree, just watching. He's like, nice, Sasuke. He made that pretty obvious, huh? And then Sasuke looks at him and is like, Naruto, what is wrong? Whatever, Naruto, dude. So they're kind of like... And then Naruto just jumps down and he's like, yeah, by the way, guys, do you just want to... And then this Grass Ninja just attacks Team 7 with like this crazy like killing intent. Basically standing there like some menacing person, bro. And just like goes, so what scroll do you guys need? Oh, you need a heaven scroll? Well, I got one right here. And the Grass Ninja just begins to swallow it. And then like Naruto and the rest of Team 7, Sasuke and Sakura are just like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Like, he just swallowed his scroll? Like what the heck? And Naruto's basically like, don't worry guys, I got this. He begins to he's about to blast the guy, and then out of nowhere this huge snake just like crashes into Naruto and like tries to swallow him. And then Naruto's just sitting in the snake's mouth like, dude, what the heck, man? Why? Like, why does Sasuke always get to have all the fun? So lame. And then Naruto's kind of like, whatever, man. Thunder Shock surprise attack! And it basically just fries the snake. Fries it. And then Naruto kind of just like pries the mouth open of the snake and walks out of the snake. He's like, ew, bro, that was so gross, dude. So then Naruto kind of just meets back with his team. He was a decent distance away, but he just kind of just headed over there really quick. And as Naruto shows up, like, he could see both Sakura and Sasuke just frozen in fear, with this Grass Ninja's face half torn off. And he just like walks over and he's like, what the heck is wrong with that dude? Like, what happened? So then he like slightly shocks them with the Thunder Shock surprise attack, basically like waking them up and getting them out of that like death trance type of thing. And then goes like, let's go Team 7. Let's take that heaven scroll. Believe it! And that's where we're going to be ending off for this episode. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but I thought this would have been best if I had like as much time as possible to basically set up this fight. It's going to be good. Just wait. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment suggestions for either future what ifs to do during this, or just suggestions maybe during this what if, like what I should do. I appreciate the support, and I hope everyone has a great day. See y'all.